some 22 pressure points, I believe, that are really critical. Not sure of that number. I think it's 22. Cooley drives an elbow once again. That time, Los Lobos was ready for him. Los Lobos has been around, no question about that. We have seen some great competition thus far on this hour of Continental Championship Wrestling. He caught him once again. And the flying bulldog by Wildcat Wendell Cooley catches him for a 3 count. It is all over. Let's get the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the time of 6 minutes and 8 seconds, your winner, Wildcat Wendell Cooley.
Well, we have something very special for everybody, and for those of you in the audience, if you'll turn to your monitors, we have a special VTR section now, the exotic Adrian Street, and why don't you set it up?
Well, everybody's been phoning and writing. They said they would absolutely love to see Life with a Flea Bag again.
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's just take a look at it. Life with the Flea Bag, and I think you know who we mean.
I went to a dance Saturday night. Now I've been around and I've seen a few sights, but standing right in front of me was the biggest darn girl I'm ever likely to see. She was a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. 6'3" and definitely a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. I asked her to dance, she shook her fist, grabbed my hand and sprained my wrist, dragged me onto the disco floor. Suddenly I didn't want to dance anymore. She knocked me down with a forearm jab and pulled me into a Boston crab, rolled me into a stranglehold, and obviously I didn't need to be told she was a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. 6'3" and definitely a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. I grabbed her arm but lost my grip. Next thing I knew was an Irish whip. With her foot on my throat I could see at a glance that it wasn't any dancing school that taught her to dance. A crowd gathered round when they heard a noise. I knew I should have stuck with the boys. She had me in a headlock and I couldn't break free. Then she took a deep breath and everybody could see she was a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. 6'3" and definitely a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. Now the years have gone by, so long since we met, but a girl like that is very hard to forget. Now I'm out of the plaster cast. The scars will go, but the memory will last of that mighty big girl for her age. Mighty big girl for her age. 6'3" and definitely a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. I wouldn't go out with her again, even if she was as pretty as me. Mind you, her brother seems like a nice boy. She was a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age. 6'3" and definitely a mighty big girl for her age. A mighty big girl for her age.
Well, I must say that's a bit strong, you know.
Yes, it's a bit strong, but isn't it wonderful? Everybody's been writing in and sort of saying how much they'd like to see it again. And I've got a copy of it at home and I keep playing it over and over and over again. Miss Linda and I, well, oh, hey, look, talking about Fleabag.
Shut up! That's enough, Street. You're on TV making fun of me, making fun of my valet, the #1 valet in all professional wrestling. This is going to stop. Nobody makes fun of me. Nobody makes fun of my valet, Miss Brenda Britton. You stay out of my business, and Linda, you stay out of her business. If there wasn't a fight and suspension, I'd knock you out.
Ah, wait a minute.
I'd knock you right out.
You do nothing. You're so easy to make fun of.
Well, I don't want any trouble here now. I really... No, sir. No, sir. We'll be back. We'll be right back. Just a moment. Continental Championship Wrestling Friday, April 3rd, 8:30 p.m., Lavender Coliseum. Ringsides are on sale at Shirley's Minute Mark. 7 big matches, including a 20-man, 2-ring, triple chance battle royal. $50,000 to the winner. Continental Tag Title, Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden against Jerry Stubbs and the Dirty White Boy. Continental Title, it will be Wildcat and Wendell Cooley against Buddy Landell. The Nightmares against Alexis Smirnoff and Boris Zirkov. Southeastern Title, Adrian Street against Tom Pritchard. Larry Hamilton against Rip Rogers. Ken Lucas against Mr. Russia. That's April 3rd. Well, the date is April 3rd, Friday, April 3rd, Lavender Coliseum in Columbus, Mississippi. Continental Championship Wrestling returns, and Tom Pritchard after the exotic Adrian Street in the Southeastern Title.
Exactly. I've got just a bait for Tom Pritchard, and I've got something else for him, too. They say that busy hands are happy hands. My hands are going to be very happy that night.
Fair enough. And a chance for you, my friend. You're going up against the hustler, Rip Rogers.
Yes, sir. Going up to Hustler Rip Rogers. Don't think I'm tough. Tell him to ask Tom Pritchard, what time it is, because I definitely got the time. And going $50,000, that's a lot of money. I can't wait. I may be taking you to dinner one of these days.
Well, I think we could do it on $50,000. All right, that's because of a 20-man, 2-ring, triple chance battle royal. $50,000 going to the winning team. Well, here are some other fellows who think they're going to win that one as well.
Hey, not only am I going to add the Southeastern Heavyweight belt to my already growing collection in Columbus, Mississippi, Friday night, April 3rd, but there's a $50,000 in cash and prizes, Battle Royal, Columbus, Mississippi. I think I'm taking that, too. What do you think, Rip? It's a good chance, Tom, because I'm telling you one thing, Larry Hamilton, I'm going to give you a fat lip and a black eye. I'm going to stretch you, baby, stretch you. April the 3rd, Friday night, Columbus, Mississippi. Give me that 50 grand. Whoa.
Right, it's Friday, April 3rd, Lavender Coliseum, and that will be in Columbus, Mississippi. Don't forget, the 20-man, 2-ring, triple chance battle royal, $50,000 to the winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, this television event is one fall with a 15-minute time limit. From the USA, 432 pounds, the Nightmare. And ladies and gentlemen, now entering a ring. From parts unknown, weight unknown, they are the Outlaws.
The Outlaws getting set to move out against the Nightmares now. One fall, 15-minute time limit. And the new Continental champion, Buddy Landell, has joined me here at the desk.
Gordon, it's my pleasure, and I'm glad that I invited myself out again here this week. Last week I was out here, and I got so many cards and letters from all these nice fans out here. One to congratulate the new Continental champion, Daddy, and I just thought I'd come out here and give my expertise. Hey, boy, what are you doing out here, man? The rudest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Just a moment. Scott Armstrong has joined me here. Good move by the Nightmare as he gets a good hip lock takedown. Scott?
Mr. Soley, I appreciate you asking me out here. You were mentioning something before the matches started.
Well, a lot of people wonder why you're not wrestling. I thought everybody knew, but I wonder if you'd mind explaining it again.
No, sir, I don't mind at all. I was injured a few months back. I received an internal injury that required laser surgery, and my doctors feel like I should just take some time off and do nothing but recuperate. It's a bad thing, but, professional wrestling is full of its bumps and bruises, and my father taught me that long ago, and it's something that you just have to get used to, and I'm doing my best. I'm hanging in there. You know, I love wrestling, so I'm doing some announcing and some promoting, and I just enjoy being around it. And I appreciate you having me up here and taking this time to explain myself, Mr. Soley. And I want everybody in the Continental area that I do appreciate the cards and letters, and just hang in there with me. I appreciate it, and thanks a lot. Thank you, Mr. Soley.
Okay, Scott,
Mr.
thanks.
Soley, the injury that he has in these midsections, it's internal, and it's called a lack of intestinal fortitude, Daddy. He's doing what he does best, sitting down there and watching the real man. He knows his job. He's like the rest of his family, baby. He's an Armstrong. He's got a yellow streak up his back a yard, a mile long, Daddy. You know, last week, Gordon, I come out here with my new man, the Shogun, my new hired assassin. It's the reason why he's out here, because I can't go nowhere. Up and down the road, I got girls following me, girls trying to run me off the road. Wendell Cooley's bugging me, baby. And now, another new champion I'd like to introduce here, the doctor, baby.
Thank you very much, buddy. You know, I was just sitting back in my dressing room, lacing my boots up, and I caught some of this monitor, and I heard some of the sounds coming out here, and I thought, well, I knew Buddy was going to come out here and give you some of his wit and wisdom. And then I heard this Scott Armstrong come out here and cry like a baby, talking about, I can't wrestle anymore because I got hurt, and my doctors told me not to, so now I got to sit on the sidelines and talk about it. Well, you know something? I get sick to my stomach every time these Armstrongs come out, all the way down from the deadbeat old man who was thrown out of the Marines with a dishonorable discharge.
Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true at all.
Oh, yeah, he was. And the other guy, the other two kids, Brad's not hanging around here anymore, and Steve sure got his notice a long time ago, and now the only one left around here is poor Scott Armstrong, who can't wrestle anymore.
Okay, well, thank you very much, U.S. Junior
I want to
champion.
just make one more statement, if I may. From Bob Armstrong all the way down to Scott, they're nothing but a bunch of yellow-bellied cowards.
Thank you very much. Well, let's get back to the match here. We've had very little time to bring to the attention of you who have been watching. And, all right, so the Outlaw has the Nightmare down. And the Nightmare now firing back, catches him with a hard right, another one. And now the Nightmare retaliating in kind to some of the tactics used by the Outlaw. No, that was the flat of the foot, sir.
Let me tell you something, Gordon. They're a good team, baby, but don't get me wrong. The Dirty White Boy and Jerry Stubbs have been stomping their brains out, stripped them from their titles. They're good competitors, Daddy, but don't get me wrong. They're no Nature Boy, Buddy Landell, Jerry Stubbs, or Dirty White Boy. Ha!
No,
In the pudding.
they certainly aren't. There's no question about that. Meanwhile, the second Outlaw is in there, and he just took a high backdrop, and now the Nightmare brings him up a full body slam, and so the Outlaw's got his hands full. Referee, of course, Roy George, in his usual very efficient manner of officiating. Rear chin lock now on the Outlaw. The Outlaw trying to get some extra leverage and rips across the eyes.
Good amateur move right there. Good amateur move,
Oh,
Gordon.
so really.
Oh, yeah, good legal blow.
Forearm across the thoracic area of the back, and now Irish whip, and he has the Nightmare in trouble in that far corner. The Nightmare catches him, lashes out with a boot, and catches him with a good hard right hand.
Looks like he pulled something out of his hide and hit him with it to me, Gordon. I don't know what you saw.
That was about a size 10 shoe is what it was, Mr. Landell. Attached to his foot. Aha, brought him up, gut wrench. Let's see if he is going to. He does a pile driver. Pile driver and off the ropes, down across him.
Hey, they couldn't have done it to the Nature Boy, Daddy.
Well, they did it to the Outlaws. There's certainly no question about that. The Nightmare's victorious against the Outlaws. And for the official word, here's Scott.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners in the time of 5 minutes, 3 seconds, the Nightmare.
Let's take another look at that if we can in slow motion replay, and you'll see what we're talking about. Tremendous execution of that pile driver, then coming off the ropes down across the body, and the Outlaw is in trouble and is done. But right now to remind you that Championship Wrestling will be coming to Fayette, Alabama, and that'll be this coming Tuesday at 8 p.m., and that'll be at the American Legion Hall. And then, of course, Phil Campbell, Alabama, on Tuesday, March 31st, and that'll be at the Junior College. And on Thursday, April 9th, Championship Wrestling in Armory, Mississippi, and that'll be at the National Guard Armory. in Columbus, Mississippi, Friday, April 3rd. Championship Wrestling at the Lavender Coliseum. Ringside tickets are now on sale at Shirley's Minute Market. There will be 7 great matches in all. But it will be, of course, Wendell Cooley against Buddy Landell, the Continental title.
Well, I'm finally getting my chance, Gordon. You know, I'm getting a shot at that Continental title. And Landell, I done showed you just how scared I was of this Shogun you brought in, this hired assassin to take care of me and run me out of here. Well, he didn't get the job done. And there's one thing for sure, Landell. He's not going to stop me from beating you and getting that Continental title.
Against the Russians.
The Russians are big and bad, but they can be had. Columbus, you supported us in the past. Now we really need you because these guys are big, but we're coming out fighting, and we're fighting for you right there in Columbus, Mississippi.
Let's listen to these comments.
You know, April the 3rd, Wendell Cooley, I know how you're feeling, baby, because I heard you're going to get a shot. You're not going to win it, but you are going to get a shot at the Continental Championship belt. And I know when you're back there in the dressing room, you're lacing those boots up, and your heart's racing about 200 miles an hour, Daddy, because you know this is a chance to make a milestone in your life, Daddy, to put your name in the gold lights. But it ain't going to happen. You're going to walk down that aisle, Daddy, and you're going to walk up, and you're going to be walking down that dirt floor in Columbus, Mississippi, with all those dirt and pig farmers, Daddy, and you're going to see a real man standing in the middle of the ring. And to beat me, baby, you got to beat me, and you can't do it.
A 20-man. 2-ring, triple chance battle royal, $50,000 to the winner, coming up in Columbus, Mississippi, Lavender Coliseum, Friday, April 3rd. And don't forget Amory, Mississippi, on Tuesday, April 9th.
Ladies and gentlemen, this television event will be one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing, presented by Buddy Landell Enterprises, from New Guinea at a combined weight of 520 pounds, the New Guinea Headhunters. And ladies and gentlemen, now making their way to ringside, they are from Memphis, Tennessee. Combined weight, 452 pounds, Benny Traylor and Jerry Garvin, the Gold Connection.
Gold Connection entering the ring now, and that's Benny Traylor and Jerry Garvin, the Gold Connection, going up against the New Guinea Headhunters, and the New Guinea Headhunters wasting no time whatsoever. They have not allowed the Gold Connection to get set at all. Double high-flying. The Gold Connection fires back a pair of beautifully executed drop kicks. Boy, you talk about action. This Gold Connection is something else. Well, the Headhunters have fallen upon hard times of late. They've been having more than their share of problems, and the Gold Connection. As we said, of course, Benny Traylor and Jerry Garvin charging in there, and Headhunters taking advantage of a situation here, trying to turn things around in a hurry for themselves. They are under the management, of course, of Buddy Landell. Landell, after the Tennessee Stud and that Continental Heavyweight Championship. Well, the Gold Connection in trouble now, up against those ropes. There you see Landell smirking his way past the camera. Mighty pleased with himself as the Headhunters keep the Gold Connection tied up in their own corner. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Wow, Gold Connection. Hurdle over that top rope. However, it was his own body weight that carried him forward. Brought up now, smashed into that outside steel ring barrier. And Landell, cheap shot by Landell. That's one thing Landell is very good at, is cheap shots. Gold Connection coming up slowly and jammed back into the ring now. They need to tag up. Good move on the part of the Gold Connection. He may have him. No, sir, broken up by the Headhunters. Tag was made. Garvin and Traylor executing some good teamwork here, but to no avail thus far, as the Gold Connection finds itself double teamed. Irish whip off the rope. Ooh, flying headbutt. And that's got the Gold Connection in trouble. Flat of the foot to the shoulder. Another flat of the foot down to the lower thoracic area. And he was able to partially block that, but he caught a lot of whiplash on the bottom end, if you will. Jammed into that turnbuckle. Gold Connection. And so the Headhunters laying a lot of hurting on him. Lateral press and getting some extra leverage there. Referee Roy George saying, break it up, fellas. He broke it up, but he was able to do his damage in the meantime. So the Headhunters very much in control of the situation. Nice move by the Headhunter. Single savant-like blow into the side of the rib cage. The Gold Connection now firing back and doing it very effectively. Good long Irish whip and then charges in once again. Tried to catch him, but the Headhunter broke that up. And hurdles him through the rope. Out on the concrete. Wendell gets in another cheap shot. Wendell certainly telling force in this match thus far. The Headhunters have things very much in control with the Gold Connection. Referee Roy George checking to see if the Gold Connection wants to concede. Gold Connection, Benny Traylor, and Jerry Garvin in the blue tights. And they're desperately trying to get over and tag up with each other. Headhunters keeping him tied up. An elbow to the midsection, another elbow, and he makes it across the ring into the ring rope. Good shoulder smash off the ropes once again. That time he was caught, knee driven into the belt line. So the Headhunter in complete control. Gold Connection has its problem. Roy George checking once again. Right, you could hear the timekeeper tolling out the time. 5 minutes has expired. Tag is made. The Gold Connection tags up. A boot to the midsection. Irish whip off the rope. Back of the elbow on the Headhunter. And a good hip lock takedown by the Gold Connection. These fellows trying to get it under control. Belly to back souffle, beautifully executed. The Connection in trouble now. Perfect execution on that. And a lariat puts the Gold Connection back to the canvas once again. Brings him up, good scoop slam. Tag is made. Up over the top rope, down into the chest. Got a 3 count as he stunned him with that. He got a 3 count. So the Headhunters are victorious in this. Let's get the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners in the time of 6 minutes, 6 seconds, the New Guinea Headhunters.
Another quick reminder right now, the Championship Wrestling does return to Fayette, Alabama. That'll be this coming Tuesday at the American Legion Hall. Phil Campbell, Alabama, on Tuesday, March 31st, 8 p.m. at the Junior College Gymnasium. And at Amory, Mississippi on Thursday, April 9th at 8 p.m., National Guard Armory. And, of course, Friday, April 3rd in Columbus, Mississippi at Lavender Coliseum. By the way, ringside tickets are now on sale at Shirley's Minute Market. There'll be 7 big matches, including Continental Tag Team Championship and a 20-man, 2-ring, triple chance battle royal.
Gordon, Columbus, Mississippi has been a great town for us wrestling in, and this particular night will be a big one. You got a 20-man, 2-ring battle royal, $50,000, and we got a chance to win those tag team belts, and we know what it's like to have them, brother, and we're going to come out there digging for all of it.
Well, you know what Jimmy said. We've got down and dirty in that building before without Dirty White Boys on the other end. Dirty White Boy and Jerry Stubbs have a championship there. I don't think they won it right. I don't think they deserve it, and I think we're going to be taking it pretty fast, along with that 50 grand. What do you think, Jim?
Fair enough. Let's listen to these comments.
You know, Jay, I just want you to tell me, baby, what gives Jimmy Golden and Robert Fuller the right to step in the ring with the Continental Tag Team Champions, baby? The best tag team in professional wrestling today. Well, boys, you come on down to Columbus, baby, and you just crawl in that ring, and if you think for 1 minute that you can take these titles, I got something new for you, baby.
You know, everybody's trying, but nobody can do it. We're still standing as a Continental Tag Champion. Now, there's a 2-ring triple chance battle royal. 2 in one ring, 2 in another. When it's all over, there's only 2 collecting the money, and you're looking at those 2 right here.
Remember now, that's Friday, April 3rd, 8:30 p.m., Lavender Coliseum in Columbus, Mississippi. Ringside tickets are now available at Shirley's Minute Market. 7 big matches upcoming.
Ladies and gentlemen, this television event is 1 fall with television time remaining. It is for the Continental Tag Team Championship. Introducing first from Buckshort, Tennessee, 233 pounds, the Dirty White Boy. His partner from Pensacola, Florida, 246 pounds, he calls himself Mr. Perfect, Jerry Stubbs. The challengers from Montgomery, Alabama, 239 pounds, gorgeous Jimmy Golden. His partner from Dyersburg, Tennessee, 241 pounds, luscious Robert Fuller.
All right, Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden getting set to move out now against Jerry Stubbs and the Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony. 1 fall. You can see Stubbs and Anthony with the Continental Tag Team title belts. And with me again, of course, is Mr. Buddy Landell, the
Infinite. Hey, you know what, Gordon? The promotion says, Nature Boy, I want you to do us a favor. Go out there and give the TV ratings a shot in the arm, and go out there and show your pretty face again. Or if the TV camera don't want to show, just come out here and just talk. And your voice is pretty enough to just tell me what it's all about. They want my expert opinion, what I'm trying to tell you, Gordon.
Yeah, okay.
I'm so excited being the new champion, I can't hardly talk.
Well, a bit of verbiage going on, and it's Jimmy Golden suddenly bringing up Tony Anthony. Full body slam, and that will end the conversation. Dirty White Boy backing away, and he's trying to get it back together now. Those 26 movable vertebrae took quite a shock when he slammed him down on the canvas. see him now favoring that lumbar region. Full arm drag and twist by Tony Anthony, the dirty white boy. Good reversal by Jimmy Golden. And it's the dirty white boy on the canvas. Back to his feet. Bottom wrist lock now by Golden. Lateral drop and takedown into a head scissors. And so Mr. Anthony utilizes the ring ropes to force the break.
You know what, Gordon? See, it's like this. The Dirty White Boy and Jerry Stubbs are the champions, okay? So it's up to Golden and Fuller, which are they're the ones that are, they're the challengers. So it's up to them to try to beat. I know how they feel out there being the champion, you know. They got to go out and they got something to prove, Dave, that they are the champions, and that's what it's all about. These other guys, they're nothing but a couple of more challengers on the list. There'll be more and more where they come from, just like the Tennessee Stud. That's all he is now. He is an ex-champion facing the champion, the Nature Boy Buddy Landell, and he is a challenger now.
Well, it's Robert Fuller keeping Tony Anthony tied. Now Anthony grabbing the back of the head, getting some extra leverage. It's Fuller up and over his man, ducks away, brings him around. Beautiful wing over takedown. And Stubbs tries to get a foot in there, but the referee very alertly stopped that. And so Robert Fuller says, all right, let's get back to my corner. We'll make a tag and let Jimmy Golden move in and put some more punishment on Tony Anthony.
You know, Gordon, by the way, you know, me and Tony went to school together. We went to high school together. And we were on a championship football team together. And we chose professional wrestling as our career. You know, while we were in high school, we were the top college prospects, you know, and I would have went played college football if it wasn't for the fact that the coach wanted me to cut my hair. And that wasn't the only reason. The other reason, this is what really kicked me off. He wanted to limit me to going out with only 2 cheerleaders a night. And that's why I chose professional wrestling instead of pro football.
Wow. Okay. Sullivan bar, and it is Golden now. Reverse key on that arm, and keeping his man under control. Anthony, if he were wise, lashes out, gets him in the side of the rib cage, one more. And now Anthony makes the tag with Mr. Perfect, Jerry Stubbs. Stubbs moves in. And Stubbs caught on a high backdrop into a hip lock takedown. And the tag is made. And so good teamwork here with Jimmy Golden and Robert Fuller. Fuller back in there. He's got the hip lock takedown. Stubbs gets the head scissors. Fuller powers away from him. Spin under takedown this time by Fuller. Anthony complaining, but I certainly didn't see any hair being pulled there at all.
Well, Gordon, like I said before, I saw a whole hand. You can see, if you look in the lights just right up over the camera girl's head here, you can see the hair flying around up there where he pulled it out. Hey, there was a couple of good moves there, but they couldn't have done it to me, baby. That's the difference between me and everybody else. Even though these guys are good, and they are my friends, you know, business and friendship, you got to separate the two, and I am the best that there is in this sport. And that's the bottom line, baby. Hey, I got to live with it, and the people's going to have to learn to live with it. I'm the champion. Deal with it.
That's kind of like dealing with a migraine headache. Well, it's Jimmy Golden slipping away as they tried to double team him. Good alert thinking on the part of Jimmy Golden. He has the white knee pads and the black trunks, and he's watching now as Tony Anthony decides to move out. Anthony moving out rather cautiously. Good pancake that time, and so Anthony.
Some dirt in his eyes or something, and went behind him. I don't know what that was. Some kind of illegal maneuver, you can guarantee that.
Flat of the foot by Robert Fuller. Full arm drag and twist now on Tony Anthony. Anthony would like to drive Fuller into his own corner. Uncorks a right hand. Fuller retaliates. Anthony was ahead of him that time. I must give him credit there. Flat of the foot into the deltoids, into the biceps and triceps, into the top of the head.
He's giving him that Knoxville head whooping. He's putting a Knoxville head whooping on him.
Tag is made, and Jerry Stubbs moves in. Hard, vicious right hands to the midsection. 4 of them now right at the belt line. 5, and then 1 to the top of the head, and Fuller's in trouble, no question about it. Jerry Stubbs, Irish whip into the near turnbuckle. And another hard right hand has Fuller down on both knees.
They're called the Alabama National Guard, Gordon. This team's a brother, baby.
They're double teaming on them. They're catching him in the side of the rib cage once again, and Robert Fuller. Now in a world of hurt, if you will. Good reversal by Fuller and an Irish whip. And Anthony is down. Now Fuller makes the tag. Jimmy Golden over the top rope. Golden comes charging in. Then we've got a Pier Sixer started here. He misses that, brings him up high. Atomic knee drop on Tony Anthony. Anthony powers out. Got to give the man great credit for good second effort here. Backslide now by Golden. And again, Anthony powers away from it very swiftly, gets over, makes the tag with Jerry Stubbs. Hit toss by Golden on Mr. Perfect. Now Golden brings him up. Full body slam. Lateral press. Stubbs powers out. Good upper body strength. Neck breaker. Well, that'll end the average wrestler.
It's a hell of a match, I have to say so myself, Gordon. It's a hell of a match.
No question about it, and I got to say, Jerry Stubbs, that would have put the average wrestler away, but it did not put Stubbs away. That one caught him right over the heart. He's going for the Fuller leg lock. He's going for the Fuller leg lock, and Tony Anthony broke it up.
Look here, Gordon. Robert Fuller's down there shooting me a bird and touching me. I'm going to knock his butt.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You've got Fuller and Golden have got Tony Anthony and Jerry Stubbs. Buddy Landell outside the ring now. But he catches Stubbs instead of Fuller. He caught Stubbs instead of Fuller. Wait a minute. There's a Tennessee stud out after Buddy Landell. The Tennessee stud after Buddy Landell. And there is Shogun. And he's got those nunchucks, and oh, brother, we've got it all going on all over here. Now you've got Fuller and Golden once again in total command here. And, the headhunter caught Robert Fuller. The headhunter caught Fuller. And the referee, oh my, the referee takes the pinfall on Fuller. The headhunters, and there you see the Shogun still punishing the Tennessee stud. And now you've got Jimmy Golden out there. And we're going to have to try and get some kind of order restored here. The Tennessee stud still after Buddy Landell. There the headhunters, and there's Buddy Landell, the Tennessee stud. We've got them all back in the center of the ring. And, brother, you talk about wild, crazy action. We've got it going here. Referee Roy George really powerless to do anything at this point in time. The dirty white boy back in there. Buddy Landell. Everybody after the Tennessee stud. And now it's Jimmy Golden battling it away, and Jerry Stubbs catching him in there. Those nunchucks again across the back of Jimmy Golden. Tony Anthony punishing the Tennessee stud. Hold on, the Nightmare just hit the ring. The Nightmare just hit the ring. Now the Headhunters are back in there. We've got total chaos and confusion going here. And now, the second Nightmare has just gone into the ring. And the ring is absolutely filled with wildness. This is a crazy melee going on now. We've got to get order restored. We'll be back. We'll be back once we get order restored. We'll be right back. Continental Championship Wrestling, Friday, April 3rd, 8:30 p.m., Lavender Coliseum. Ringsides are on sale at Shirley's Minute Mark. 7 big matches, including a 20-man, 2-ring triple chance battle royal. $50,000 to the winner. Continental tag title, Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden against Jerry Stubbs and the Dirty White Boy. Continental title, it will be Wildcat and Wendell Cooley against Buddy Landell. The Nightmares against Alexis Smirnoff and Boris Zirkov. Southeastern title, Adrian Street against Tom Pritchard. Larry Hamilton against Rip Rogers. Ken Lucas against Mr. Russia. That's April 3rd. Continental Wrestling in Fayette, Alabama, this coming Tuesday night, 8 p.m. at the American Legion Hall. Phil Campbell, Alabama, Tuesday night, March 31st at the Junior College Gymnasium. Amory, Mississippi, Thursday, April 9th, 8 p.m., National Guard Armory. And Friday, April 3rd, 8:30, Lavender Coliseum in Mississippi. 2-ring 20-man triple chance battle royal.
Well, Gordon, there's a lot of money on the line that night, $50,000 like you said, and we got a 2-ring triple chance battle royal. That means you got 3 chances, and your first chance is being able to get into the ring. Your second chance is being thrown from ring 1 to ring 2, and your last chance, if you're thrown out of ring 2, you're through. And you could end up with anybody as your partner, Gordon Soley. I could end up with Jimmy Golden, Robert Fuller, one of the Nightmares, one of the Russians, or Buddy Landell, or whatever, but the last 2 men in there is going to form a tag team, see who wins that $50,000.
I'm just glad to be part of it, Gordon. I want to wish everybody out here a whole lot of luck. I hope I end up with one of these fine fellas as a partner in that triple chance battle royal and come out of there with that money.
What happens, gentlemen, if you end up with somebody like Buddy Landell as a partner?
Well, being the snake that he is, you know, you can't really trust him. And like these gentlemen said, I'd like to have one of y'all as our partner, or as my partner, or as his partner. But then again, there's a possibility we could end up wrestling somebody like these guys, which would be a welcome change, because at least it would be a scientific match. You wouldn't have to worry about somebody using their fist or hitting with chairs. But chances are things are not going to happen like that because there's too many men involved.
All going to happen Friday night, April 3rd, Lavender Coliseum in Columbus, Mississippi. Ringside tickets at Shirley's Minute Mart. Well, this has really been an action-packed hour of Continental Championship Wrestling. We sincerely hope that you've enjoyed it and will join us again next week at this same time. Now, next week we will be seeing a mixed tag team match. The exotic Adrian Street and Miss Linda against Brenda Britton and Hustler Rip Rogers. We'll see Wildcat Wendell Cooley against the Shogun, plus much, much more. Until next week, then, Gordon Soley saying so long from Continental Championship Wrestling.
Television 4.